Good morning/afternoon/evening, everyone. Let me ask you something. Have you ever said something, and the moment the words left your mouth, you wished you could take them back? Maybe it was in the heat of an argument. Maybe it was a passing comment that seemed harmless to you, but shattered someone else. Or maybe it was something you said to yourself, something like, I'll never be good enough. I always screw things up. We've all done it. But here's the truth. Your words create your world. What you say doesn't just describe your reality. It defines it, shapes it, and builds the future you step into. Words are more than just sounds. They're commands to your mind, signals to others, and blueprints for your destiny. The words we use every day have a direct impact on our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Most people believe that language is just a way to express what's happening in their lives, but the truth is, language doesn't just describe reality, it creates it. The way you speak, both to yourself and to others, determines how you perceive the world, what you believe is possible, and ultimately the results you get in life. Think about a person who constantly says, I can't do this, I'm terrible at that, or I always mess things up. Over time, these words shape their self-impute, incapable, reinforcing a belief that they are incapable. Their brain starts filtering experiences to match this belief, finding more evidence of their shortcomings while ignoring moments of success. Eventually, this person will hesitate to take action, avoid challenges, and live within the limits of their own words. On the other hand, someone who says, I'll figure this out, I am capable, or every challenge makes me stronger, trains their mind to look for solutions. They build resilience, take risks, and ultimately achieve more because they are shaping a different reality with their words. Studies in psychology and neuroscience confirm that our language influences the neural pathways in our brains. Words trigger emotions, and emotions drive behavior. If a person repeatedly says, I'm always stressed, they will feel the effects of stress even in situations where it's unnecessary. Their body will respond by producing stress hormones, keeping them in a constant state of tension. However, if they shift their language to, I am handling things step by step, they will begin to feel more in control. Their physiology changes, their mindset shifts, and their ability to manage challenges improves. The same principle applies to how we speak about external situations. People who describe the world as unfair, full of problems, and hopeless will experience a life that reflects those words. They will see obstacles instead of opportunities and focus on limitations instead of possibilities. Meanwhile, those who describe life as full of opportunities, growth, and potential will naturally attract experiences that align with that perspective. Now, this is not just a mindset trick, it's the way our brains are wired. Our words direct our focus, and our focus determines what we see and act upon. Consider the way successful people talk. They don't say, I hope this works. They say, I will make this work. They don't dwell on failures as permanent, they reframe them as lessons. This isn't just motivational fluff, it's a conscious choice to use words that drive action, persistence, and progress. The difference between someone who thrives and someone who struggles often comes down to the language they use. If words shape reality, then the most powerful thing you can do is become intentional with your language. Speak in a way that empowers you. Speak in a way that builds others up. Speak in a way that aligns with the life you want to create. Because your words aren't just words. They are the blueprint of your future. The words we speak have a profound impact on the people around us. Whether we realize it or not, every conversation, every comment, and every interaction carries the potential to uplift, inspire, or discourage and break someone down. The power of influence is embedded in the way we communicate, shaping the thoughts, emotions, and actions of those who listen to us. A single phrase can change the course of a person's life, pushing them towards success or holding them back in self-doubt. Think about a time when someone told you that you were capable, that they believed in you, and that you had what it took to succeed. Those words likely ignited something inside you, filling you with confidence and a sense of possibility. Now contrast that with a moment when someone said something discouraging. Maybe they told you that you weren't good enough, that your dreams were unrealistic, or that you should play it safe. That kind of influence can plant seeds of doubt, making people second-guess themselves and hesitate when opportunities arise. The reality is that the words we hear, especially from people we respect or look up to, shape our beliefs about ourselves and what we are capable of achieving. This power extends beyond personal interactions and into leadership, parenting, education, and even society as a whole. A great leader knows that their words can determine the morale and motivation of their team. A simple, "I appreciate your effort," or "I know you can handle this," can drive someone to give their best. In contrast, constant criticism or a lack of acknowledgement can make even the most talented person lose motivation. Teachers who encourage their students, reminding them that intelligence and ability can grow with effort, produce students who are more resilient and willing to take on challenges. Parents who tell their children they are strong, smart, and capable raise individuals who walk into the world with confidence. The way we use our words doesn't just affect individuals, it can shape entire communities and cultures. Think about movements that have changed the world. They started with powerful words, spoken with conviction. Words like, "I have a dream," shifted the course of history, not just because of their meaning, but because of the belief and passion behind them. The same principle applies in everyday life. When someone speaks with certainty, positivity, and a clear vision, they draw people toward them. Their words inspire action, shift perspectives, and create a ripple effect of impact. Even casual conversations carry weight. A simple compliment, a word of encouragement, or an expression of belief in someone's potential can change how they see themselves. People often remember the words spoken to them in critical moments, whether in times of struggle or times of triumph. If we understand that our words have the power to shape the emotions, actions, and futures of those around us, we can be more intentional in how we use them. Choosing words that empower, uplift, and inspire isn't just about being kind. It's about recognizing that our influence has the potential to change lives. Language and emotion are deeply connected, shaping the way we think, feel, and act. The words we use influence our emotions, and in turn, our emotions drive our behavior. Scientific studies in psychology and neuroscience reveal that language is not just a tool for communication, but a powerful force that programs the brain. The way we describe experiences, label our emotions, and talk about ourselves and others directly impacts how we perceive reality. Linkage, every word carries weight, triggering specific neurological responses that can either empower us or hold us back. When a person repeatedly says, "I am exhausted," their brain registers that statement as a command. The body responds accordingly, reinforcing fatigue even if they have had enough rest. On the other hand, when someone says, "I am energized and ready to take on the day," their brain signals the body to produce chemicals that support that state. This happens because the brain does not just process words as passive information. It actively works to align the body's responses with the language being used. The mind and body operate as one unit, and language serves as the bridge between thoughts and physiological reactions. Studies show that when people use positive language, their brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which enhance mood, motivation, and overall well-being. Conversely, negative words activate stress brain regions, increasing cortisol levels and reinforcing negative emotional states. This is why people who frequently engage in negative self-talk or use language that focuses on problems rather than solutions tend to experience higher levels of stress and anxiety. They are unknowingly programming their minds to remain in a cycle of negativity. The impact of language goes beyond individual emotions and extends to how people interact with others. Words trigger emotional responses in those who hear them, influencing their perceptions and actions. A simple phrase like, "You always mess things up," can create feelings of doubt and insecurity in someone, while a statement like, "I trust you to figure this out," instills confidence and motivation. The brain processes words both consciously and subconsciously, meaning that even casual remarks can have lasting emotional effects. Another fascinating aspect of language is its role in shaping memories. The way people describe past events determines how they remember them. If someone tells a story emphasizing struggle, pain, and failure, their brain strengthens neural pathways associated with those emotions. If they reframe the same story to highlight lessons learned, growth, and resilience, their brain adjusts its interpretation, creating a more empowering memory. This demonstrates that language is not just a way to recount experiences, it is a tool for reshaping them. Understanding the science of language and emotion allows people to take control of their internal dialogue and communication with others. By choosing words that create positive emotions, reinforce confidence, and encourage constructive thinking, individuals can rewire their brains for success. Language is a force that can either limit or liberate, and mastering it means mastering the ability to shape thoughts, emotions, and ultimately one's life. The words we speak shape the direction of our lives. Every time we say something, we are reinforcing a belief, setting an expectation, and programming our subconscious mind. When we repeatedly declare something, whether positive or negative, our mind begins to accept it as truth, and our actions align with that belief. This is why successful people carefully choose their words. They understand that speaking what they want to manifest is not just a mindset shift, but a practical strategy for achieving their goals. People who constantly say, "I'm always struggling," or "nothing ever works out for me," unknowingly reinforce that reality. Their brain starts filtering experiences to match what they believe, making them notice obstacles instead of opportunities. Their energy follows their words, and their decisions reflect that negativity, keeping them stuck in a cycle of frustration. In contrast, when someone says, "I always find a way," "opportunities are everywhere," or "I am capable of overcoming anything," their mind starts working in their favor. They begin to seek out solutions, attract better situations, and act with confidence because they have conditioned themselves to expect positive outcomes. Scientific research supports this idea. Studies show that the words people use impact their neural pathways, shaping their emotional responses and decision-making processes. When someone repeatedly affirms something, the brain strengthens the connections that support that belief, making it easier to turn thoughts into actions. This is why elite athletes use positive affirmations before competitions, why successful entrepreneurs speak about their vision as if it is already happening, and why leaders inspire people with confident, forward-thinking language. They are not just speaking optimistically, they are rewiring their brains to align with the future they want to create. Another important aspect of manifestation through language is emotional alignment. It is not enough to say the right words. Those words must be spoken with conviction and belief. If someone half-heartedly says, "I am successful," but deep down they feel like a failure, their subconscious mind will reject the statement. However, when they speak with certainty, using words that evoke strong emotions, their brain and body respond accordingly. Saying, "I am becoming more successful every day," or "I am learning and growing in ways that lead to success," creates a bridge between their current reality and their desired future, making it easier to believe and act on. The same principle applies to how people talk about their health, relationships, and personal growth. If someone constantly complains about feeling tired, unmotivated, or unlucky in love, they reinforce those experiences. But when they start saying, "I have energy, I attract great opportunities, and I am surrounded by love and positivity," they set a new standard for themselves. Their words become a self-fulfilling prophecy, guiding their focus and actions toward the life they want. By intentionally choosing words that reflect the reality they want to create, people take control of their future. The mind follows the direction of language, and when words align with a powerful vision, transformation begins. Communication is one of the most powerful tools a person can possess. It is the foundation of relationships, leadership, success, and influence. The ability to communicate effectively determines how well ideas are received, how relationships develop, and how opportunities unfold. Every great leader, visionary, and game changer in history has understood that mastering communication is mastering power. Whether spoken, written, or conveyed through body language, communication shapes perceptions, influences decisions, and drives action. Words have the ability to inspire or discourage, to create connection or division. A simple phrase can uplift someone's spirit, motivate a team, or shift the direction of an entire organization. In contrast, poor communication can lead to misunderstandings, conflict, and missed opportunities. People who can articulate their thoughts clearly and persuasively are more likely to be heard, respected, and followed. This is why successful individuals invest time in refining their communication skills. They know that their ability to express ideas effectively determines their level of influence. One of the most critical aspects of communication is clarity. When a message is vague or unclear, it leaves room for confusion and misinterpretation. People respond best to direct, concise, and meaningful communication. Whether leading a team, negotiating a deal, or simply having a conversation, those who speak with confidence and purpose command attention. The way something is said often matters just as much as what is being said. Tone, body language, and energy all contribute to how a message is received. Someone who speaks with enthusiasm and certainty will be far more persuasive than someone who mumbles or lacks conviction. Beyond speaking, the ability to listen is equally powerful. Effective communicators do not just express their own ideas, they understand the importance of truly hearing others. Listening builds trust, strengthens relationships, and allows for deeper understanding. People who feel heard are more likely to engage, collaborate, and support those who acknowledge them. In leadership, business, and personal relationships, the best communicators are those who make others feel valued through their ability to listen and respond with intention. Communication also has the power to shape identity. The way people talk to themselves and about themselves influences their self-perception and the way others see them. Someone who constantly says, "I'm not good at this," or "I don't have what it takes," programs their mind to accept limitations. In contrast, people who speak with confidence and optimism create a different reality for themselves. They project assurance and others respond accordingly. This is why communication is not just about interaction with others, it is also about shaping internal beliefs and actions. In every aspect of life, the ability to communicate well determines outcomes. Those who master their words, refine their message, and understand the impact of their tone and delivery position themselves for success. Whether leading a movement, running a business, or building meaningful relationships, communication is the key factor that influences progress, impact, and long-term success. When used intentionally, it becomes the ultimate tool for transformation and achievement.